guys? Apex Reacts. It's your boy Apex here. Back with another reaction. Today we have our first Andrew Schulz reaction. Now, this is my all-time, well, not my all-time. This is my number one favorite comedian right now. All time, he's probably in my top 10 at least. But this guy is hilarious. If you guys do not know him, he does Brilliant Idiots podcast with Charlamagne God. And he does his own podcast, Flagrant 2, which you guys should definitely check out if you're looking for a laugh, bro. He does not hold punches. He does not hold back anything, bro. He's all about the flagrancy. This guy is hilarious. And what he's been doing lately is he's sort of like little news pieces on like hot topics of the week. And they've been pretty funny. They've actually been like very funny. And the thing about it is that he doesn't take the left side, he doesn't take the right side. He stays right in the middle and just looks for the funny joke and for the best point. And I think that he needs to keep these things coming because put that that pressure on these Hollywood shows, bro, these daily shows, these nightly shows, these guys who do all these political commentary and stuff that only do it from one side because they know that they do it from the other side, or just try to like look at it from the right side's point of view, but they might lose a whole bunch of money and that's trash. But he's built up an audience. I'm a part of the asshole army. You feel me? So you gonna show y'all boys some love right here, man. And if this thing's funny, if you guys like it, we're gonna keep these things coming. We're gonna keep Andrew shows coming. Regardless, I know you guys don't like them. But let's get into this thing. I don't know which one this is the last one he put out. Matter of fact, this is the Nick Cannon one. So we're gonna see what he has to say about Nick Cannon and his rant. I purposely did not watch it yet because I wanted to get to this thing with you guys honestly. So we want to see what Andrew Schulz has to say about Nick. Yeah, let's go.
Well done, Internet. Everything is canceled. This week, cancel culture came for the most overrated, useless, unimportant, flavorless, bland, stale side dish of them all. No, Nick, we'll get to you in a second. Beans. Well, at the Hispanic Prosperity Initiative, Goya CEO and Toy Story 2 villain praised President Trump, and the bean boycott began. Congresswoman and heavy-honkered Hispanic AOC continued her unwavering support of minorities by canceling the minority business owner with the hashtag #GoYAWay. Shockingly, it was conservative.
Now, here's what I did not understand about this whole Goya thing. Why try and cancel an entire brand because of what the CEO said? Especially if that brand has been so loyal or has been so predominant in your culture for so long. Why try and cancel the entire brand because of what one CEO might have said politically? Like, you still have a whole bunch of Hispanic people that make a lot of money in those factories. Well, not make a lot of money. They employ a lot of Hispanic people, like, in their company, at least in their factories. I know. And yeah, sure, it might be the small positions. I mean, I'm not sure what their executive board was like, but come on, bro. Like, for real? Are you serious? Like, you won't cancel the entire brand because of a comment that the CEO said because you don't like his political views? Like, someone's political view should not, unless you know that person is a flat out racist, they should not, like, their political view should not be the final decision on whether you support their brand. At least that's not what I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about that.
That protected the Beaners, not by putting their kids in cages, or as they call it, Texas Hold'em, but by going on Twitter. Texas Senator and Down syndrome Wolverine Ted Cruz tweeted, "The left is trying to cancel Hispanic culture and silence free speech. Hashtag buy Goya." Interesting point. Now, how'd you feel about Nike supporting Colin Kaepernick, you spit-lipped twink? Cruz said, "I will no longer purchase Nike products. Hashtag walk away from Nike." Ted, the only thing you walked away from was your wife when she was getting mollywopped by Donald Trump. So, this is where we are, canceling food. Last week they canceled Uncle Ben's rice. No beans, no rice. Trump doesn't even need to build a wall. Once Mexicans find out, they're going to go away on their own. And it's not just beans and rice. Cancelers came for the holy trinity of why Latin women fall off after kids. Butter. Yeah, they canceled the original Butterface, the hot-ass Native American Land O'Lakes chick. She was removed from the packaging of the box, and I'm pissed because Pocahontas was a piece. I mean, look at her. She's already on her wounded knees. I'd let her give me scalp. Here's their new packaging. Well done, woke whites. You see what you did?
You just
You
took the-
removed Native Americans from their land once again. I mean, it's just embarrassing.
Right.
Speaking of being a little red in the face, the Washington Redskins are officially changing their team name, the second Washington team to do so after the Bullets changed their name to the Wizards. Nothing problematic about Wizards. No, I mean like
Okay,
real
what's up
Wizards.
here again? Now, about the whole Redskins thing. I do not know any Native Americans to explain that to me. Like I heard that an old like cowboy show in the past may have like called Native Americans Redskins, and then that's where the term came from. But I don't know any Native Americans to know exactly why it's offensive. I thought that they were paying homage to them. You have teams like the Braves, the Cleveland Indians, the Chiefs, and now they're all being looked at to be changed or whatever because now everything about it is offensive. And I cannot say what is not offensive to the Native Americans. As a black person, I cannot say that because I don't know what goes on through their minds. So, same ways somebody can't say that to me. Like as a black person, you can't tell me that somebody saying the N word or using blackface or trying to imitate a black person in such a way or looking at a black person in the wrong way just because of the way they dress. Just calling the cops on little kids isn't racist because it's just the law. Like you can't tell me as a black person that's not offensive. So I can't say the same thing to a Native American person, but I would like if there are any Native American people, bro, comment down below and let me know what you guys think, bro. Let me know what you guys think about that stuff. Bro. I really want to like continue the conversation about that stuff.
Okay, maybe wizards are problematic. Such a shame J.K. Rowling hates trans people considering she made a spell that removes your wand. Penis deletus. Anyway, after years of protests, the Redskins finally realized their logo was offensive
People have been
and the
saying that
natives
for a
caught
long
their
time,
dream. Not because of those protests, but because FedEx decided to remove their sponsorship of the stadium. Just goes to show
Yeah,
companies
man,
are
money's
only as
involved.
woke as their
For real.
pockets allow. From Redskins to
Not even
butter
saying.
to
'Cause he
beans,
said that
this
he
has
never
been the
gonna do it.
week of cancellations and no one got it harder than Miss Cleo's retarded stepson, Nick Cannon. Speaking of Goy away, that's exactly what CBS Viacom said to Nick for his anti-Semitic remarks. The host of conservative Karen's least favorite show, The Masked Singer, somehow didn't see this coming despite dressing like a prepubescent palm reader. The freshly showered mom said, white people are savages and more like animals. Jewish people run the banks.
Okay, we'll stop it right there. I'm gonna need for black people to really listen to this shit, bro. Not what Nick's saying, bro. We cannot continue to look at the Jewish community that way, bro. They look at stuff like that. Jewish people run the banks. They look at that statement so dangerous, bro. The same way if we were to be out about and we hear a white person say something like, man, I really miss the olden days. Just like how we look at the statement, make America great, and we think, oh, what were the great times you're talking about? The way Jews have all the power, they run the banks. They look at that stuff very dangerous because that's the actual like principle that the Nazis and Hitler went off of, bro. They were going around telling people, oh, Jews have their hand in secret banks. They have all the power. They have they have all this influence in like politics and like world money and stuff. And then that's what got people on board with the Holocaust and shit. From the knowledge that I've heard from Jewish people, but we have to like stop doing that stuff, bro. Because the more we like look at the Jewish community like that, that's the less allies we gonna have, bro. We need right now we need as many people on our side as we possibly can. Because if we don't have that with allies, bro, we are not gonna get to where we actually want to be in this country, where we actually want to be in this world. Because they've gone through their tragedy, we've gone through our tragedy. They can't tell us that our tragedy is less than theirs, and we can't tell them that their tragedy is less than ours. Like they try to wipe out all of them from the planet, starting with ideals and principles just like that. So I understand where Nick was coming from with the whole white people act more savage than black people, because if he just kept it like that, bro, we'd have all been good, but he'd have just been good. job wise and money wise. But once he started adding fake science into it and saying that these people are like that because of their skin color, because they lack melanin, that's what actually becomes racist. That's the actual uh, idea or actual like definition of racism. Is thinking that another person is lesser than you because of their skin color. When it's all based off of the science of their skin color, that's where it turns from just you being mad at your oppressor to actual racism towards that. So, nah, bro. That's what.
And by 2050, all people in America will be people of color. Oy vey, where do I start? First of all, the point Mr. Mariah was too ignorant to communicate was that it's hypocritical for white supremacists to compare black people to animals and savages, while at the same time savagely conquering, colonizing, and enslaving them. And if he did say it like that, I don't think he'd get near the amount of pushback. Instead, he tried to justify racial supremacy with bullshit pseudoscience. Where have I heard this before? I don't know. Deshaun Jackson's favorite painter? Secondly, Jews don't own all the banks, only the ones where I put my money in. To suggest all Jews are complicit in an economic conspiracy to control the world is the exact type of language that was used by, I don't know, Deshaun Jackson's favorite author.
See?
You're quoting phase 1 of the Eradicate Jews handbook. That makes Jews more anxious than a buffet with no sneeze guard. And lastly, everyone in 2050 will be a person of color? I still plan on being here in 2050, and I'm whiter than an NBA player's wife, Nick. Unless you're planning on eliminating a group of people like, I don't know, Deshaun Jackson's favorite public speaker, it's probably better to avoid making these statements. And side note, if there are no white people in 2050, who the fuck is going to watch The Masked Singer? So, Nick, despite the stupid shit you said and your inability to read music, I don't think you're racist or an anti-Semite. I think you're insecure and willing to say whatever it takes to get the validation of the person in front of you. And in this case, the person in front of you was an anti-Semite and a racist. So you said some dumb shit, not as a joke, but while being completely serious. Unfortunately, what you said actually hurts the movement for black equality. When you say white people and Jews are genetically inferior, you're pushing away potential allies. The All Lives Matter crowd falsely believes BLM is a movement for black supremacy. And your comments confirm that irrational fear. So what do we do with Nick? Personally, I don't think he should lose his show for what he said. If it was up to me, he would have lost it years ago for being incredibly unfunny. But to cancel him for this will just drive him deeper into these misinformed beliefs. We can't condemn cancel culture and then demand Nick gets canceled just because our feelings are hurt. Only through forgiveness, communication, and conversation can we get people to do better and reject their backwards ideas. So maybe we can take the lead on forgiveness and show Nick the road to redemption. Because at the end of the day, we are a lot stronger together. You know, like a drum line. Thanks, guys. Peace.
Hey, shouts out to my boy Schulz, man. This is brilliant, bro. This is absolutely brilliant, man. Like he was saying, man, like at the end, the more we just straight up say all white people are evil, the more we just say, yo, we can't even deal with them. We just gotta say fuck all of them and just be all about ourselves and be better than everybody else now. Like, that's, we can't slip into that, bro. I'm not saying that, like, Black Lives Matter say that, Black Lives Matter, of course, I know exactly what Black Lives Matter is about. It's all about equality and just saying that we matter also. But once we start pushing away any type of white allies, that's where the connection is going to be lost, bro. We're never actually going to get to, in America where actually everybody is equal, where we don't have to, like, we can acknowledge each other's cultures and acknowledge each other's races without having to put that at the forefront of how you act towards a person. You know what I mean? But shout out to Schulz, man. Shout out to Schulz. We're gonna get some more of this stand up in there. I know some people to us requested some of the stand up. I haven't seen all of this stand up from back in the past. So I know with this quarantine he's not gonna have any more coming anytime soon. So we're gonna check out some of his old stuff that I haven't seen because I haven't seen it. But like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna be back. Another one.